Matthew Rosenberg and Juan Ferreira reignited the Thunderbolts for a daring mission to stop the symbiote invasion of New York on behalf of Wilson Fisk. But will the team finish their mission before they can kill one another? Spinning out of a few panels seen in King in Black issue 2, I love how Matthew Rosenberg ran with that and crafted a pretty hilarious and violent new look at the Thunderbolts, who are only actually called the Thunderbolts since Wilson has the copyright to them, and he knows it will play well for his new term as mayor. The makeup of the team is really quite fun as well, just a bunch of loser villains and Rhino, led by Taskmaster, who takes the Rick Flag role to the team's Suicide Squad. I like the idea that the team just couldn't go masked up either. They have to have their faces revealed, and it's all part of the appeal that Wilson wants to have for this new team, which is this public image of villains doing work heroes should be doing and kind of using the hero's image against them. It's pretty cool. Rosenberg also working a fun twist in on the usual betrayal of a villain with a dead villain returning as a symbiote to kill the team was quite cool, as was Taskmaster trying to rein in characters like Mr. Fear, who really are only part of the team because they just want to go and loot the city. The ending, which includes the addition of a old new member to the Thunderbolts, is very exciting, especially thanks to all of the character development that, funnily enough, Matthew Rosenberg has had a hand in doing in another book. So I'm excited to see if this person joins the team and be the reason that they can finally defeat the symbiotes, given his track record of combating symbiotes. Juan Ferreira is easily one of my top 5 artists for both Marvel and DC. His work is always top quality, and here is no less. I love the slightly watercolor look to his work, as well as his designs for everything in this issue, really piling on the horror aesthetic for this event, and it's none more evident than his creepy city shots, which you see a lot of throughout this issue, showing that New York is just strung together with symbiotes and dragons are flying around the sky. It's really creepy. I also enjoyed his designs for the space dragons as well, adding a little bit more of a Venom and even Xenomorph feel to them that the other books really haven't done, and it makes them look even more terrifying. King in Black Thunderbolts issue 1 was a really funny, action-packed return for the team, albeit with a new leadership and members. I thoroughly enjoyed the clear setup to a mission for the team to undertake, as well as the possibility of it tying into other work Rosenberg is doing at Marvel at the moment, thanks to the ending. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. King in Black Thunderbolts issue 1 finds Wilson Fisk giving a speech addressing the rumors that he assembled a group of superpowered people to save the city and even the planet, calling them the Thunderbolts, and on his orders they went into a secret mission that many of the people there witnessed, but now the Thunderbolts are dead and he wants to remember them for who they are in their final moments. A few days earlier, Wilson addressed the scumbags, lowlifes and 2-bit criminals he's assembled, quieting the talking Taskmaster and Mr. Fear, saying that the Gallard villains have all been operating without permission in New York. But the good news is that Null is here, and it looks like that he can kill anyone and everything. Star isn't too happy that that is his good news, but Wilson says that it is, since now they can repay him by saving the world and stopping Null, or he will send them back to prison and they can wait for Null in their cells. Incendiary knows that he's more afraid of the symbiotes than Kingpin and will take his chances in prison, so Wilson says that he may leave, having his men escort the villain from the room. Ampere chooses lockup as well, as outside, Incendiary is shot by the guards, prompting Ampere to rethink his position, as do the rest of the villains, all agreeing to be part of the team. Rhino asks how they will stop an alien invasion, but Wilson has no idea, but he knows of someone who might be of help. He gives the group information on the man the team will be looking for, but the team think it's all a joke as they learn they need to sign NDAs if they are to join the team. Mr. Fear complains about not knowing who Star is, learning that she's the team's heavy hitter, which makes him question why are all they there. Wilson says that his job is to do whatever it takes to make certain that Star doesn't die before she gets a chance to kill Null. Wilson has one final request of the team as well. They are to show their faces, which the team adamantly are against. Later, the team, all unmasked, head into the city as Wilson reminds the team that they will be representing him and they must act the part. So it's time for them to grow up and be Thunderbolts, a name Wilson is mainly using since he holds the copyright to. Mr. Fear thinks that since since they are all fighting for justice and hope now, they should have a name that represents that, wanting to call themselves the Hope League. Snakehead says that the Thunderbolts just doesn't even make sense, as she is instantly killed by one of the dragons, which are swooped down on the team. Star blasts the monster, needing it to be brought off balance for her blast to have any effect on it. The team don't know how to do that, but Mr. Fear does, blasting a plume of its gas into its face and making the monster recoil, which gives Star a chance to blow its head clean off. Star says that this is why she is there, as she finds herself getting dizzy, having expelled so much power in her blast. The team regroup and discuss their next move, but Ampere doesn't think that this is going to work, knowing that Fisk can come find him if the world doesn't. Mr. Fear, however, kills Ampere, calling him a coward. Taskmaster isn't happy he did that, but Fear reminds him that he did say that they are going to need all of their powers, and now they can use Ampere's gauntlets since he won't be needing them. Taskmaster knows that they need to do the job, and anyone else who wants to leave will have to deal with him. Rhino immediately takes him up on that offer, saying that he's leaving, and Taskmaster immediately backs down, letting the giant go, as he and the others are given Ampere's gear to upgrade their own, heading back out into the streets so they can cross the river and to their target. Ampere's body is taken by one of the symbiotes as the team walk through the empty streets. Mr. Fear smashes into a jewelry store, taking the expensive wares, angering Taskmaster, who tells him to stop, since who the hell is the villain planning on selling them to anyway, since all of the city is gone to hell. Star tells them to shut up as they round the corner to find the heroes for hire battling the symbiotes. Star wants to help them and Taskmaster agrees, but Fear says that the heroes will just lock them up or even kill them after they help. Taskmaster sees light in his words, knowing that they will go around the heroes. Star still wants to help them, but Fear tells them to let it go as one of the symbiotes jumps down on Mr. Fear. Taskmaster quickly cuts the monster's head off, and the team all learn that there are people inside the symbiotes. Taskmaster gives the team a quick history lesson on symbiotes and where they came from and how they came to Earth, as they learn the man inside the monster was Ampere, or at least his body. Taskmaster knows they better not let the goo touch them as they continue towards the pier and the boat they are going to take. It's too late for them, however, as the symbiote horde finds them, racing after the group. Batroc says that he'll hold them off, using Ampere's gear to electrify his legs as the rest of the team reach the pier. Taskmaster gets to work on hot wiring the boat, taking off as Batroc runs down the pier, leaping onto the boat. The team immediately surround him, asking if the symbiotes touched him, but Batroc is clean, since Batroc doesn't let anyone touch him unless he desires it. With the symbiotes behind them, the team head to Ravencroft. Mr. Fear never thought that he would be coming back there on purpose, as they head to the door to begin searching for their contact, but upon opening the door, they are greeted by them. The contact is revealed to be Norman Osborn, who says that he was worried for the group. Star thought that Osborn would be a lot scarier than he is, as Mr. Fear knows that they are definitely all dead now.